Good afternoon. My name is Samuel Masha Ekbe. I'm reporting from the University of Cross River State Unicross from Calabar campus on a topical issues which borders on the state of Unicross learning environment. A fairy tale or hyper-exaggeration of Unicross has been spotted to be of great concern to both students and staff. The present state of the university classrooms and hostels has tells unintended messages that it is time for the management to scratch the direction of rehabilitating the university. It is a reality that the classrooms provided has failed to match the capacity of students admitted. Most times in lecture halls, students has to stand for as long as the lecture lasts. Despite the COVID-19 situation, students
Why it has prompted us to come to take this interview to actually ask some of the students how they feel about the environment of mass communication. How has it encouraged them in their learning? So the question is this: what do you think that or what is your intake of the environment of mass communication of Unicross in terms of learning?
The lecturers struggle to deliver the lectures in a coffee classes. There has no accommodation, no aircon, no workable food, no COVID address system, which is needed in most GSS classes. Offices and classrooms are in all states. This predicament has caused great discouragement to students and staff. Most students absent themselves from GSS classes as a result of this situation because of their health condition. It has been noticed that the printed walls of classrooms and the state has become pricey. It is a plea that the management should hear the this situation to make use a citadel learning. This is the pride of the students of the University of
cannot learn very well. And with that activity abroad, the person is in the front, go behind making noise because of kids. And cannot make us learn well. Before you know, the lecturer goes across on the same pitch. So I think they should make provision for facilities like fans.
My name is Samuel Marshall. I'm from the Department of Mass Communication, a Unicross student, probably a year 2 student. And then I have a topical issues I want to interact with you, which borders on the learning environment of Unicross, a major worriment or concern. So, I really want to ask you, what is your intake about Unicross learning environment?
Oh, thank you very much. I think the environment we should consider very essential ingredient. Now, education was introduced to us by the Westerners, and if you check, the Western country is not as bad as we are in our own country, Nigeria. Because if you see the facilities we have in America is very, very different and very awesome to sight. Now you come to Unicross, you see all the environment is very bushy. You see the cellophanes and the rest of area. You go inside, the desk is not conducive. You can attest to it that a classroom that have about 300 and something students, you see congested and everybody will be suffocating. And one lecturer asked me today that I'm wearing a suit, and she was like, is it possible for you to feel comfortable in this kind of environment? Although she's correct, because I cannot feel comfortable with the way and how students are sitting congested. So I guess the director or the board of this school should look into the facilities of this great university.
Okay, Sam. I really want to ask, what effort have the students made to reach out to their representative on looking into the affairs of restructuring or rehabilitating Unicross learning environment? In terms of seats, I had students complain about inconducive convenience of the learning environment, and then it's always stuffy, and most times students pass away, mostly these asthmatic students. So now I really want to ask, what efforts have you students made and to reach out to your representative that they could see the management to foresee this action?
Okay, thank you, sir. But it is said where one's authority ends, another person supersedes. Now, it is expected of us, the student, to talk to our SUG president and those ELECO members for them to go to the VC and do that. And we can see the SUG director or board, they are not working perfectly as we used to be. well, we have complained a lot. As students, you've gone to the VC, you can't go to the VC directly because even in laws, they have what we call local enactment, and those local enactment must follow procedures in which laws can be made, and that is how it's same here. So we cannot go to the director or the VC directly. We have the SUG president and the rest. We are made of the voice of the students here. So we students have complained several times to the SUG board. I think it's the position of the SUG to disclose this issue to the VC, and if they've done, I think this is a reminder or is a video of a reminder for the VC to work perfectly and to enhance the change in this Unicross.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your contribution to this interview. Please, what department are you?
Okay, I'm also a mass communication Unicross.
Okay, I overheard over time that your department most times is always locked up, and students come and wait for those persons that are actually in possession of the keys. So, in those areas, what have you done about it to actually close up such action, since it has happened in so many years?
Okay, though we've been coming in the morning, it's not funny though, but I think the lady that's what in charge of the key holding and stuff like that, she's a model, you know, so she had to take care of things at home and to struggle to school. But I think the key should be handed over to a security in school, because security personnel are everywhere in school. They sleep here in school, so the key should be handed over, because it's very, very uncultured for students to come early at 7 o'clock and you can't find where to sit. And you find out that students that come late will come struggle a seat because of where the door is still locked. So I think it should be looked into critically a bit. They should give the key to security men who are also in school here for the key to be kept properly.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ramson, a BSc2 student of mass communication, for having your say and airing your view to the world about Unicross, the University of Calabar. And I'm speaking from Calabar campus, of course. I really want to undo this because it has become a major worriment to our university that the infrastructure should be rehabilitated and rehabilitative enough for students to feel the conveniency of education. Most students absent themselves from education as a result of stuffy environment, haven't seen their students pass out. I think it's something that the management, the VC, should look into this. This should comes with collective responsibility. Let's not leave it just to the hands of the VC or the vice. Each student has a role to play to this. As one responsibility will still to the other, which will contribute to the scene of Unicross, or Unicross, a better learning environment. Thank you for listening. Okay.